Hello, everyone. Good day, greetings of the day. I'm Dr. Tara Prasad Upadhyay, Professor of Management, Lumini Banijay Campus, uh, an affiliated campus of Tribhuvan University, the best community campus of Nepal. Today, my sharing, especially for the bachelor and master's level business student, regarding the art of selecting a research topic. It would be the discussion topic today. And me as a student of management and in the fundamental part of research, I would like to share with you the how to select a research topic. This is the second video regarding the selection of research topic. And today I'm going to share with you the different types of research topic depending on the different types of research. Fundamental methodologies and best practices with some examples. So let's uh, listen and share and raise questions regarding this session. Thank you all for listening me, watching me. The very first, the fundamental parts of research topic, the role of study location in a topic. There is a big debate and question I normally listen from the different experts and scholars that whether the location should be given in the topic or not. I'm discussing about the descriptive research topic, correlation research topic, explanatory research topic, applied research topic, exploratory research topic, experimental and action research topic, and we'll have some question answer. Fundamental. What we have to know that variables that in research topic we are concerned with the independent variable, cause independent variable effect. Uh, we have to clear about the population target group who is being studied and context and phenomena. What is the specific issue are getting or setting a rule of thumb. We have to keep in our mind that a good research topic tells the reader what is being studied, who is being studied, and sometimes how or where it has been studied. Okay. So moving on, fundamental parts. Say, for example, there is a research topic, the impact of remote work is an independent variable on employee productivity is a dependent variable among IT professionals, that's the population, in metropolitan cities, that's the context. So in this topic, we have an independent variable that is a remote work and dependent variable that is employee productivity. And our population is IT professionals and context is the metropolitan cities. A absolutely clear and concise topic for you. This is a fundamental research topic to just make you aware about the topic, okay? Now there is a question about the whether it is necessary to mention the location in the research title or not. Okay. So I would rather say it is not mandatory and necessary, but it's depend on the context and the situation. So let's move. When is it necessary to mention the location? In this case, I would like to say that if your study is a localized study, say specific school, say for example, a government hospital of Rupandehi district or somewhere else, or your study is a specific city, then you have to mention the location. Okay. When geography influences the variables, say for example, climate effects on agriculture, okay, certain area of your country where there is a impact of climate on the agriculture, in this case you have to mention that location. Okay. When is it unnecessary? Okay. No need to mention the location. That's theoretical research, global systematic reviews, or universal psychological studies. In this case, please do not write the locations. Okay. So let's have another step over here. Now, moving on from the very simple descriptive type research and the research topic. In this case, we have to be very, careful whenever we are constructing the research topic is that your, what is your target population? Okay. Second time, specific characteristics, variables to be described. Well, and the third one often concludes a time frame or location. Number one, in descriptive research topic, population should be clear. Second one, specific, unique characteristics or variable which has to be described, that should be mentioned. And sometime the time frame, okay, from beginning of April to the end of December of 2025 or something else, or the location. And the goal of this research topic and the research is to answer what is, only what is. Okay, so let's have one example here. Descriptive research topic, a descriptive analysis of smartphone usage pattern among university students in Lumbini, Nepal during the year 2025 academic year. Okay, is a pure descriptive research topic. Characteristics, smartphone usage patterns, population, university students, location, Lumbini, Nepal, time frame 2025 academic year. Okay, so simple descriptive research topic. Why it works? Clearly states what is being described without implying cause and effect. There is no independent variable and no dependent variable, no any other variable. Okay, simple a description. That's why it's called descriptive research topic. Well, then moving on to the, this second and third, that is a correlation research topic. Okay, correlation. That means the name suggests that there should be some variables and we wanted to measure the relation. Okay, two or more variables, measurable variables. Okay, the variable must be measurable. The second one is specific population where you want to conduct the study. And the direction was like relationship, okay, like this one, association or the link. And the goal of this research topic is to answer how are X and Y related, okay? How the X variable is related with the Y variable. That's it, finished. Okay, so simple. So let's have a look at the, this correlation research example, okay? Topic, the relationship between social media screen time and anxiety levels in teenagers. Okay, have a look at here. Social media screen time and anxiety levels in the teenagers. Well, variable one, social media screen time. Clear? Second one, variable two, the anxiety levels. And what is your population? That is a teenagers. Okay, and how it works highlights how distinct variables and uses the keyword relationship, making it clear that the study will look at how these factors move together without claiming one cause. This one causes the other. That means there is no independent variable, there is no dependent variable, just there are, these two variable. Social media time screen is one variable, and anxiety level among the, teenagers, that is a second variable, and we wanted to the, wanted to measure the relationship. Okay, and moving on the, another, that is explanatory research topic. Okay, explanatory research topic where you have to include independent variable. Okay, that is a cause, that is a predictor, and the dependent variable, that's the effect, that is the outcome. And what's you can use in your research topic implying causation, that is the impact of, effect of, influence of. And the goal for this type of topic is to answer why does X variable cause Y variable. Okay, so I'm showing you one research topic for the explanatory research example. Okay, the effect of carbon emission tax policies on the profitability of manufacturing firm. Well, here the independent variable, that is a cause. that is a carbon emission tax policies. Dependent variable, that is the effect, profitability of manufacturing firm. Why it works? The phrase the effect clearly establishes that the study aims to improve that the tax policies are responsible for changes in the firm profitability. Now, so, being a student of management, okay, I am also a student. I am also studying. Okay. Now, whenever you are constructing, I mean, developing, you're writing a explanatory, I mean, this research topic, well, then you have to use cause variable and the dependent, that is a effect variable, independent variable and dependent variable. And you have to study the cause and effect of the independent variable cause and the dependent variable, the effect of the independent variable. So this is called explanatory research topic. Example. Well, selecting a research topic is not a joke. Okay. First of all, you have to have interest on that one. For the creating interest, you have to read the books, literature, or by observation also you can, I mean, select your research topic. But before that, you have to consult with your professor, your mentor, your guide. Well, take the, I mean, shape. You have to conduct the research. Okay, not by your, I mean, guide or professor. So the topic, what topic you are interested in, please go to that one. Well, in case of applied research, the fundamental element you have to consider here, a specific real world problem. In case that is a real problem, what you are facing. Okay, a proposed solution, intervention, and evaluation is another necessary part of the applied research. And a specific organizational or practical context should be there. And what we are doing here, the goal of this type of research topic is to answer how can we solve this specific problem. Okay, so have a look at the applied research example. Okay, the topic is evaluating the effectiveness of a new inventory management software. Well, in reducing operational cost at ABC logistics company. That means there is a high operational cost and the company wanted to, I mean, shift from the present, I mean, software to another software. Okay, for reducing the, I mean, this operational cost. The problem is your operational cost. Intervention, that is you are using by the new inventory management software. Context, that is a company, ABC logistic company, and why it works. This names a specific real world problem. Okay, a practical intervention is needed there and a specific target context. To reduce the inventory cost, you are shifting from the present, I mean, this inventory software to the another one. Okay, so this is the applied research. And the seventh one is exploratory research. Okay, the name, I mean, this, clarifies that exploratory means the research where there is a very little literature is available. Okay, it's a very noble one. It is an under-researched phenomenon. Well, and it's a very broad area of interest. What's like exploring, investigating, or understanding can be used in your research topic. And the goal is to what is the new phenomenon? Okay, you are going to explore that what is the new phenomenon on that context where you want to conduct the study. Okay, the exploratory research example, have a look at this one. You can give your own, I mean, this example also. Exploring the lived experiences and psychological adaptation of the first generation of humans raised entirely by AI tutors. Okay, it's a marvelous. It's a phenomenon. Human race entirely by AI tutors. Okay, focus, lived experience and psychological adaptation. Well, why it works? This is a hypothetical, futuristic scenario with no existing available data. The word exploring correctly frames it as an open-ended investigation into a novel phenomenon. So, in case of exploratory research, normally wanted to say, normally request you that so you have to understand that there is a little literature available, and with the help of that one, you are going to explore, and finally you are going to conclude with a new hypothesis. Okay, so this is called exploratory research. And in the eight, there is an experimental research topic. Okay, fundamental element in case of experimental research, there is a one manipulated independent variable. The second one is measured outcome, that is a dependent variable. And third one, that is a control setting or experience experimental subject. Okay, so there is a independent variable which has been manipulated by the researcher, and there is a dependent variable, that is the outcome variable, and there is a control setting or experimental subject. Okay, to answer what happens to y. Okay, listen carefully. What happens to y, that is a dependent variable, when we manipulate x, that is the independent variable, under control condition. Okay, control setting. So let's check one example. Okay, the topic. Have a look at here. The effect of varying, changing levels of blue light exposure on the production of melatonin in adult mice. Okay, so your manipulated variable, independent variable, is varying level of blue light exposure to the mice. And measure dependent variable, the production of melatonin in the adult mice. And subject, that is the adult mice. Why it works? Clearly identifies that researcher will actively control and change the blue light exposure to measure the biological outcome in a control subject group. So whenever researchers change the level of light exposure to the adult mice, what would happen with the production of melatonin in the mice? Okay, this is a pure experimental research. Well, and the action research, the fundamental part associated with the action research is the specific practitioner, that is a role, say, as a professor, as a teacher, as a manager, is there. Okay, and the second one is a localized immediate problem in their own environment. The problem with the teacher, problem with the manager, associated with the students, or workers, and intervention or changes to strategies needed for action research. And the answer, the goal for such type of action research is to answer, how can I improve my own practice or environment? This is the goal of the action research. Let's take one example. Okay, topic: implementing peer feedback rubrics to improve students' engagement in my 10th grade history classroom. Okay, so peer means fellow, teacher, fellow teacher, colleagues. Uh, feedback given by the your fellow teacher, especially in the teaching in the 10th grade, and that is associated with the history classroom, your classroom. Okay, and strategy here: implementing peer feedback rubrics. Whatever the feedback given by your peer, fellow worker, fellow professor, fellow teacher, that must be implemented. You got the point? Problem: student engagement in your subject in the classroom, localized environment, that is your 10th grade history classroom. Okay, now how it works: uses first person context. Okay, identifies specific teaching strategy and targets a practical outcome of the this problem. So this is called action research. Now, so I would like to thank all of you for listening me, and I hope you will create a lots of this creative question regarding my sharing. I'm always ready to update, implement, edit, and append my sharing over here. That is, and this is my second sharing regarding the formulation constructing our research topic. The first session I have already uploaded in the Google, this YouTube, and this is the second session only concerned with the selecting a research topic. So I'm Professor Tara Prasad Upadhyay, and I'm associated with Lumbini Badiji campus, one of the, this West Community campus of Nepal. Okay, my area of interest is management. And once again, I would like to thank all of you. And I am just waiting your comments and suggestion for the improvement, so that the people who would listen this sharing again, they would be enriched and benefited by this lecture. Thank you and namaskar.